Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I think we're set. Super scuffed because I did not know they were going to be this fast. I checked like 2 minutes ago and no one was in a lobby, and then I checked 2 minutes later and everyone's in game. So, let's go. It's going to be a really scuffed game here. The Baboons are down Paninii. They got Foost to ring. So we'll see what they do here. I know Paninii plays a lot of Sojourn and Tracer, and we're seeing Foost on the Tracer here. Pharah from Neptune, I think, is going to be really good for them. We'll expect some Pharah here. Razmataz on the Pharah on the other side, too. It's really interesting, too, the tank battle. So we're going to see Odin is going to be able to stabilize, play these points. The D.Va's going to have to go for kills here. But already, the Landsharks are finding the backline of the Baboons here. Wind is just going to get staggered out here. It looks like Witherin likely will fall soon. Getting chased down by Foos. Foos does find that kill. Razmataz is still there, but not a whole lot she can do, as she's just kind of doing some poke from a distance. So both these comps are really interesting because they're both doing like completely different things. I do like the Curie swap off of the Juno, but again, it's still kind of this like same. They're both kind of weird comps. We see the kind of a brawl core from the Baboons here with the Orisa and then the Lucio, but then on the other side we see a very pokey team with the D.Va. So really interesting. I'm not sure exactly how the Landsharks are going to play with this, because the D.Va, I guess the D.Va is just going to try to anchor point and look for kills. But I think that's going to be pretty tough when that's like your big high SR player is just kind of playing slow and kind of playing to just stabilize around the rest of the poke team. Wind looking for that Neptune on the Pharah, gets the kill. Neptune's now in the backline. Strudel will get taken down. And it looks like the Landsharks will be able to win this fight, but not before the Baboons already get a solid 50%. Ayo War, can you post this in advertisements? I had to kind of panic, so I didn't have time to fully set it up, but yeah, for sure. Who are you playing? HV Fun's Neptune, super early. And we'll see. It's going to be kind of hard to retake this again against the really long-range damage that HV and Razmataz can perform. Both the Ashe and the Pharah, especially with the Mercy Pocket, could do so much here. So Wind actually tries to go in early, gets super low, doesn't have his D.Va bomb yet, so if he's not careful, could get taken down here. 95% should be able to get his ult pretty quickly, so even if he gets burned, he still has that D.Va bomb for the remake. Odin might get taken down here. The spear barely keeps him alive. Then Nano comes out onto Neptune, looking for Witherin. Getting the kill here would be huge. Gets 2 with the barrage. Does die. Might be enough, though. Razmataz uses the barrage. Jack trying to go for that res there. The flip comes in. Foos might be able to stall this for a little bit here, actually. So it's still not terrible for the Baboons. They got a lot of ults here out. They got the barrage and that the D.Va bomb out. We saw the Nano from Strudel early. Neptune now swapping to that Echo. So definite ult advantage here for the Landsharks. But Wind actually gets taken down, gets too deep, doesn't have that remake. And then now the Baboons trying to get to the point fast, has this Lucio, so they can definitely full rush point, no tank. Neptune, I'm sure, is going to be looking for this far. Actually gets a full stickies onto HV. Doesn't get the kill. The heals from Jack, somehow able to keep him alive. Witherin gets taken down there. I don't know if Jack's going to be able to go for this res. I don't think he will. But the DPS of the Landsharks are still getting the kills here. Odin takes down Jack, but not a whole lot from the rest of his team there. And yeah, Neptune trying his best to make something happen, but he's just by himself. Might be able to get that touch, but he might end up getting taken down here. That rush from Witherin is used. And the touch from the Lucio doesn't actually quite get off. That would have been a huge rush, especially with Neptune, or a huge beat with Neptune 88% to his duplicate. Still might be able to get it this fight, but no, he won't as HVSec finds the kill there. HV is getting so much value here on this Ashe, playing pretty much uncontested from these high grounds. Well, maybe you should subscribe then, Milo. Should I do a chat box? Would that be fun? Where is it? Somewhere on here.
I see your sneakers. You, me, the basketball courts later.
Sure.
There's too many widgets.
But I don't play without stakes.
Likewise. What are you willing to
Not
lose?
chat highlight. There should be a chat
Follow-chan.
box.
I've never lost.
Oh, here it is. Okay. That should work. Okay. See Odin on that Winston. I think maybe they're expecting that Zarya from Wind that he showed at the very end of that point. Winston should get a lot of value, especially trying to get damage onto HV here. So I'm sure that's kind of what he's looking for. Try to shut down HV. We'll see if he's able to do so. Foos is just in the backline right now, but no one with him, so he just might get run down by this Zarya here. Let's see. Odin is in. Trying to kill this Zarya. I think he might get the kill. A kill onto Win here would be just massive, and they get that. Point has not flipped yet. The res has to be watched out for. That's the problem, is if you take your eyes off Jack for a second, he can just land a res, which is exactly what he's looking for. Witherin gets taken down, though. And I think there was a boot probably from Neptune onto that res. The flip comes in. Strudel with 2, actually. Gets taken down, but he did his job. Got the kills. Unfortunately for the Baboons, they aren't able to stagger Razmataz there. Razmataz gets out with her life. But getting this early point flip and getting set up on this high ground is really nice here for the Baboons. Let's see where Foost is going to play from. I don't think they necessarily want to be playing. It looks like the Landsharks are just able to walk on this high ground. I believe the Baboons are going to try to play to hit on the drops. Someone's got to drop eventually to hit that point. That's what the Landsharks are looking for. Got the space there somehow. It must have been a combo with Neptune's rockets. Takes down HV, but Odin just gets taken down, stays in way too long, and Wind just able to get the kills there. Neptune's still alive, so the fight's not over yet. Wind is super low, though. We'll see. Neptune has this barrage if he wants to use it. Doesn't even need it. Gets that Diva. Gets the boop off the map, too. 55% and counting. Neptune is just a menace here, even with no tank, still able to get his job done. 2 kills with the barrage from Neptune. 3. Neptune with a 4K. Huge play. That's going in the highlight reel. We'll see if eventually when these ults come up from the Landsharks, close to about 4 ults here. Actually, Razmataz swapping onto that Echo. Still 3 ults. We'll see if the Landsharks are able to get any space off this. But it's just so hard to take against this Neptune Pharah. As we've seen time and time again. But Odin just gets way too deep. Just gets taken down. We'll see. Neptune's got to clutch up again. No tank. I think the Ashe is flanking. HV is in. Witherin finds a kill on a Strudel. No flex support. I think this fight is just going to go in favor of the Landsharks here. I wonder if we'll see if the Baboons are able to get any kills here. If they're just going to get taken down. Neptune solo eventually dies. Thanks to Wind. And then now we kind of got the opposite situation. Now it's going to be kind of hard to take the get the Landsharks off the high ground with the Baboons re-attacking here. Both teams have their Curie Rush. Those are huge ults. HV with this bomb on top might just give his team the stability to play around. But I looked away for a second. Neptune already close to another ult here. Just able to do so much damage. We'll see. Wind goes off that high ground. Bob is used early. And this is continuing from Strudel. Neptune is so low, but his team is just able to get the kills onto the backline. Curie Rush comes out from Witherin trying to retake here, but the flip is going to come in. And now the Landsharks are going to have to stagger to try to touch this point here. We'll see if they're able to get anything done. Odin has this Primal. Should be able to clean up point here along with that Barrage. Pulse hits onto Wind. Wind falls solo. Immediately just gets DMX'd. I think point 2 will go in favor of the Landshark or the Baboons here. And we're going to Ilios Ruins. I don't know why, but for some reason, whenever I am casting, my cat gets really mad at me, and I don't know why. She literally just jumped on my lap, and she is giving me the death glare, like she wants to kill me. And it's the second I stop talking when I'm casting, I stop talking, and she just chills out. She's like, nothing's wrong. Once I start talking again, she's just staring at me. I know I casted a game a couple weeks ago and she just jumped up in my face and like started hitting me in the face. I'm like, what are you doing? HV on the Torb. I think this is actually a really good Torb map. You're able to control so many long angles here. The problem is you're now off that Ashe, so I think Neptune is going to be able to get a little bit more value. It's going to have to be Raz and Wind that are put the pressure on Neptune, and we saw how much value he got when he just remained unchecked there. So we'll see. Foos might have to get pressured a little bit more here by this Torb. So as long as Foos is able to stay alive, I think that Torb might actually get outplayed here by the Pharah. Wind is in, though. Wind is on the backline. I think he's just going to get bursted down. Able to get out. Everyone was looking at him, but just not able to find the kill. Odin falls so low. Raz almost gets a kill with the focusing beam. But Neptune is just in. Neptune got caught on the statue, not able to get out there. Razmataz finds the kill. And I don't think there will be a res attempt. So first flip does go in favor of the Land Sharks here. Strudel kills Witherin. That's actually massive here. Odin, if she just stays alive, this should be a big, big fight here for the Baboons. The point didn't even flip yet, so they are actually going to get the first point flip. Off of an early kill from Strudel. That kill from Strudel onto Witherin really opened up that fight. Without that deflect support heals, you only have Jack as the support. And just with how long that fight went, a lot of players here are going to have their ults. That pulse bomb from Foos, the only ult being used that fight, so still both teams have a lot to work with. Advantage is slightly in favor of the Baboons here. Hopefully they can identify that they have the ult advantage here early, and they can just kind of play with their aggression. Odin actually gets caught out early. Not able to use any ults. Jack uses the ult. Kitsune Rush comes out a little bit late. They gotta be able to win this fight here after investing that Kitsune Rush so late there. Neptune actually gets 2, but gets taken down there by Wind. Foost, I don't think, can do a whole lot here. Odin actually primals, gets back to the point, trying to stall this out a little bit longer here. I don't think there's a whole lot he can do. He probably is just going to get taken down here. I think the Baboons want to stall this. I think this is a good move. I think they lost the fight at about like 35% and got it up to 56, and the res comes off. So super fast here if they want to fight this. The Valk comes out from Charbotron early. I know Foost is looking for this pulse bomb here. Finds it on the Pharah! The barrage from Neptune catches 2 ults. All it takes to win that fight there. I guess the third is a Charbotron Valk. Wind is just going to get taken down here. Point is going to go back in favor of the Baboons. Pulse is one of the fastest building ults in the game. So is that barrage, especially with how Neptune's playing it with the Mercy Pocket. And just a stagger kill into Witherin. Looking for more. HV gets taken. If HV gets taken down here, that's huge. They do catch HV. No res available either. Means that the Baboons... Oh, Strudel actually gets too deep. Gets taken down there by Wind. The Baboons have no ults, and they're down their flex support now. They are holding close, so they might be able to kite. Get enough time off until Strudel gets back. We'll see Strudel probably coming back from spawn here, but is very close. If they're able to kite this Kitsune Rush, get Strudel back into the fight, that's actually huge for them. That's exactly what they do. They get the Kitsune Rush out. They probably don't want to fight that anyways, and they're still able to stay on the point here. Jack is so low. Jack gets taken down here. The point does flip, but 2 kills already for the Baboons. Massive here, especially with both DPS ults again. Witherin gets taken down there by Foost. Bomb comes out. I'm sure Foost is going to look for the stick here. Catches Wind before the remake. Barrage comes out from Razmataz, but not able to do a whole lot as the Moon Baboons win map 1 on Ilios. Also, before I forget, I need to check something about the Moon Baboons. I need to see how many maps they've won. I know they haven't won a match. I don't know their exact... oh, they're -9. I need to see if they've won 2 maps before. 1, 0, 1. And then this one. The Moon Baboons have not won 2 maps in a series before, so this might be their first ever 2-map win. Probably need to disable my stream elements. Get me on for the okay. Here, I'll join one of the prod chats, casted or one of the prod channels if you want to join. Prod 1, and I need to do my get my overlay going. So who do we have? Land Sharks. Download. Who are they playing? The Moon Baboons. Oh, I guess I already had the Land Sharks. Oh, the last game I casted was Land Sharks Baboons. Not Blasters. So let's see. R1 and the come on. R0.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Aurora Esports. We got the Land Sharks, we got the Moon Baboons. I'm War. Joined alongside me is Panini.
Did you win?
Secondary caster on this stream, of course.
Did
How's
you
it
actually
going,
win?
Panini? How's your day?
Good. Did you win your Pokemon game?
Dude, I didn't even play my Pokemon game. I'm getting egoed. They said they're gonna play in 20 minutes, so like, I'm co-casting one map, okay? Lock it in. And then I'll come back after my Pokemon game. And I'm gonna speed run, okay, Panini? I'm speed running, okay?
What's your prediction for the series?
The series, 3-2.
3-2 for who?
Baboons.
Baboons win? Spicy,
Yeah.
spicy. By the way, I did look it up. The Baboons have not had a match this season where they won 2 maps.
Oh yeah.
They haven't even had a game where
You know
they lose 3-2. Why?
Because they're not being the fraud allegations.
I don't think you can have fraud allegations when you don't have any wins. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's like, oh, the Baboons are frauds.
No.
In order to be a fraud, you have to claim to be good. You know.
I think that they're not beating the fraud allegations for being bad, but they need to beat the fraud allegations for being bad.
What?
Okay. So hear me out. If somebody accuses you of being bad, Panini, right? Somebody comes up to you and says you're bad. You have allegations that you're a fraud, right? So me saying they're not beating the fraud allegations means that they're not beating the allegations that they are frauds.
What is bro waffling on about?
Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. I feel like that makes so much sense.
Okay, wait. Give me a second. I'm setting up my colors because I think that would make it look better, make it look more professional. Dorado, what do you think about the Dorado pick coming out from the Luxembourg Land Sharks?
Dorado. Oh my God, they're just gonna have Wind be on like Diva and Winston. He's gonna like do crazy things.
I thought
Wind.
Wind.
I think it's okay.
I thought Wind really wanted to play Zarya, so I'm kind of surprised they're going forcing him on Diva. I think both Zarya and Diva are pretty good right now, so I think he could go either way. So I wouldn't have been surprised to see them go a brawl map and try to force that Zarya.
I do like the idea of like taking away like the Esco
Oh,
pick. Because
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
fair.
I think that's where the Land Sharks struggle the most, in my opinion, just compositionally. They don't really have like a and Raz is good, right? I don't think they have like a main hit scan on their team, right? A main hit scan that's gonna like come in and like, dip the elo. And if it goes to like Sig versus Sig, Win versus Odin, Sig looks good. Win Sig is obviously probably a little bit better because it's higher elo. But I think that Foost and Neptune, they benefit more in the neutral than like a Spinal Raz or an HP Raz.
So here's another issue that I think I see them running is Neptune. He's gonna play the Pharah until it stops working, right? HV was in. I don't know if you saw the first map. HV played Ashe. I think he played Ashe for 2 maps. I thought that was pretty good. But the problem is now they're putting Spinal on DPS. And Spinal has like mostly been playing Genji this season. So like Raz can, I know Raz can play hitscan. Like Raz is Soldier, Raz has an Ashe. I would be surprised to see either of those come out. But now that Spinal's coming in, I think you kind of lose that ability to play the Pharah, because then you're basically, if Raz is on Pharah, she has to like basically just win 1v1s against Neptune, and that's really tough to do. So I think swapping HV out is tough, because now it's going to put a lot more pressure on Raz or Spinal to have to shut down Neptune. I think that's going to be their kind of one issue. So I don't know Odin's hero pool. I want to say it's Winston and Ramatra. Ramatra is his fourth most played.
Right.
Winston
I
does
he was
not
on a lot
actually
of
play
Ram.
Winston. Okay, I was gonna say I could have sworn Ram. Sigma. He's played a lot of Sigma too. So maybe they've scouted. Maybe they scouted. No, I'm looking at his profile.
Chill's profile.
Maybe they've scouted Odin and they're like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't play a lot of dive tanks, so maybe we force him to dive map. That might also be what's going into it. I don't know if the
do you really scout based off of Odin?
that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Like I feel like the issue last map was that Neptune like came in and like he existed.
True.
You gotta, like, boom Neptune, I think.
I gotta tell you something that Nutty was saying in my chat. I 100% agree with him. I think Charbotron was hard diffing Jack on the Mercy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wasn't even close, right?
Wasn't even close. Agreed. Wholeheartedly.
So,
You know
what was I
why?
gonna say?
Because
I have a
Charbotron
question
should
for you.
Go to Mercy.
You would probably know this. So the Land Sharks, have they ever run the comp where it's Spinal, HV, DPS,
Yeah.
and then Raz support?
They did it a lot more. I know they. There's a whole conversation about like who's gonna be their hit scan DPS and who like operates best there. And
Yeah.
I think the thing is that Raz plays more Soldier and Ash.
Yep.
Spinal I think plays more Cass, I believe. So
Oh, I could see that. Yeah.
The issue there is you don't really have a long range hit scan. Obviously
Yeah.
none of them play. Yeah.
Like Widow. I think the Ash is like decent, especially like into the Pharah. I think you could definitely get work done on the Ash. But what they're running now, I do also kind of like this. You do Brig Juno to kind of stabilize really well against this dive. I think that's kind of going to be what they're looking for. They just need to absorb Odin, and that's exactly what they do. Foost wasn't quite set up there, so I think that was just a soft dive from Odin trying to force cooldowns. And does just get back to his team. Playing this super slow, but Neptune already 40% to ult.
I like that Jack's on the break here instead and Spinal's on the Tracer. I feel like that's a lot better at swatting. They do need a plan to contest this payload though, because Wind is kind of like tasked with like running around from high ground to low ground, just micromanaging the entire map, and like you can't do that against Neptune.
Wind is left. I think is gonna get taken down there. The bubble is used, but I don't think it'll be able to last a long time. The supports are just in the backline of the Baboons and just get taken down. I don't know how they got there, but they both playing in the tiny room against the Pharah and the Winston. I don't think that's a great idea. We'll see. Wind on the Diva here. I do really like the Diva. Gets value against the Winston. Gets value against the Pharah. I would have really liked to see him stay on that instead of on the Zarya. Because now you are just resetting that ult charge.
And those perks too, very important.
True,
to
true.
Overwatch.
Yeah, Neptune having this barrage. He's been getting so much value on the barrage first map. Even if he ends up dying, he does have that Mercy that can always land that res.
And no Mercy on the other side of things, but I think that actually bodes better for the side of the Land Sharks here.
Yeah, I think that's a better fit for them. Raz close to this
Coming on
bomb.
towards this high ground. Neptune looking for a chance to use the barrage. He's gonna go straight into the backline with it. Has that mobility perk, immediately gets eaten alive by Wind. Manages to catch two, and Odin's just gonna clean up on that, completely profiting in these situations.
Huge res by Charbotron.
Big res,
Gate fight winning res probably, I'd say. This is not yours. This is Charbotron simply willing her team to win these fights. So true. Raz is gonna have this Bob to come back and touch here. Actually, might not. Well, he has to reset and spawn. Actually, there's the Bob. Bob is available. They can use that to play the point. But Raz falls solo, forced to Bob there. Rally from Jack.
Immediately gets left out. Who's still profiting in the backline. Jack trying to keep everybody up with this rally, but gets antied. Nice anti from downtown. Shriel's immediately jumped on, but the pockets can be there from Charbotron. I love that stability. She's able to provide for her team, definitely willing her team into winning these fights. Another anti does come in, and it seems just like a very, very scrappy overall fight on both sides, but it should be the side of the Moon Baboons taking this one home.
Yeah, the point. Somehow, Wind was not on the point. I don't know how that happened. The Land Sharks used 3 ults that fight. No, they used 4.
Yeah, I don't like that pulse. I don't like that bomb, I think.
Yeah, I didn't even see it come out. I saw the kill there, but I didn't see who, like, when it was used. I don't really like that Juno ult from Witherin to start there. They had already lost 2. I guess they really just wanted this point, but using that Juno ult I think kind of baited the rest of the team to use their ults too. And ultimately just really bad ult economy here for the Landsharks. The Baboons I think are just gonna keep this tempo up. I think Neptune's probably gonna use his ulted swap here. It's really hard to get value on the Pharah, this 3rd point Dorado. Strudel close to his ult there, so
Baboons are playing super close, and Strudel actually gets punished for it, not playing through main. You can already see the call for the swap being like made because Charbatron now over onto the Lucio. So it's just Neptune like looking for value right now.
Yeah, if he can like boost in, get 1 kill onto like Witherin or Raz, then that's just all you need.
They have such a nice time bank for this too.
I'm looking at the perks here. I just realized Neptune not running his Conch Mine perk. Barrage comes out onto Wind, gets the kill and stays alive. Strudel gets taken down again. I think he's getting spawn camped right now by Spinal, but the kills are still coming in for the Baboons.
I mean, theoretically the spawn camp is big, but if you just win the fight in the front line,
true,
it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, Strudel should.
Progress going to be gained.
Strudel should be able to get back here and has this nano along with this primal from Odin. So we'll see if they're able to get value with those. But
chokes too.
Yeah, we'll see the Landsharks coming back to this fight here with 4 ults. I'm really looking at these support ults. They just need to make sure they don't layer.
Neptune immediately goes in with that nano, jumps on the back line. If you're playing that split, it's so easy to just free farm damage here. Even though Neptune falls, Moon Baboons still prospering in their leader's loss. They might even be able to kill Wind here after this bomb.
Oh, they do!
They do! Strudel! Nice kill there.
The Juno ult has to be used. Juno ult has to be used to get him out of spawn, but
good sleep.
Super scrappy here. Razmataz might get caught out here. Has that roll, but not able to get the kill onto Odin somehow. I think the Landsharks are going to be able to stabilize. Yeah, I think the Landsharks are.
Just hasn't been made.
Yeah. Odin's super low. I kind of want to see the swap off the Winston here too. We'll see if that's what comes out. Neptune onto that cast. I really like that. The honest mirror against Razmataz. Jack's really far in, but I'm sure he has that TP out. Odin onto the Zarya. Counter swapping Wind. Honestly, I don't hate it. Like on this, or in this part of the map, I think you can play a lot more brawly. Like again, having that Lucio, the Cass, and the Zarya, looking to just run down the front line, play really stacked. If Odin is able to get this charge up, that's really scary here.
And they want to play this like a brawl, but it's also a question of counter ability.
Wind is already D-Max. How did that happen? Neptune gets nano, just trying to look for some kills here. Just can't hit Witherin. Bro is not beating the washed allegations. Gets the kill onto Witherin after 7 shots. JK, we love my boy.
Wide. Doesn't really have anything else to give into this fight.
And then Mauga not able to get the touch there. So full cap with over a minute left is really impressive, especially after just how fast those first 2 points were. So we have to see a really good attack coming out for the Landsharks, I think, to even get close to matching this. I'm sure if I'm in the Landsharks VC right now, Neptune's probably just calling like, yeah, we got to get as many fights in, get as much time off the clock, just try to hold it on 3rd point, something like that. I wonder if they're going to go for any sort of spawn hold too.
I don't think they need to. Here is the thing. I think they've already cemented themselves with a good enough lead, in my opinion.
That's true. That's true.
On a map like Dorado, you can just go up top.
I don't think Neptune has that ego. I think he's just too humble.
No, I think he has that ego in him.
You think he's got that ego?
I think he's got that ego in him. Yeah.
We'll see.
You know who really has that ego though?
Who? Charbatron? I do think Charbatron's got a tremendously high ego.
Yeah, I think Charbatron actually has the base ego in the league.
I think Charbatron needs to learn how to respect other players.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Admin should have a talk about like Charbatron after this season. Because
yeah.
I feel like
Might have to post something
Because,
new in
okay,
the punishment log.
Okay, like, let's be so real. When you're this good at Mercy, and you're not,
It's-
like,
it's
saying
just
anything, it's basically BM, you know? You
It's
have
just
to, like,
unfair, yeah.
apologize after every game, and she's just not doing it. I'm sorry to say it, right? Like, I'm sorry to say that this is the case, but it's just the case at the end of the day.
If the Baboons manage to win this, I want to see an "I'm sorry" just in instead of GG, just
Yeah,
Trebetron
yeah.
jumping in chat saying "I'm sorry, Land Sharks."
Yeah.
Raz gets taken so low. I think the heals might be there. Oh, the trade of the backlines here. Jack is going to get back a lot faster, but also Witherin, I think, might be able to get more healing. The res actually comes out onto Strudel. Charbotron just with that ego, you know, just too, like, too aggressive, too mean.
Yeah. Yup, agreed. And you know those reses are probably one of the most, like, BM things, like...
Yeah, it's like, I
don't
know you have a
like,
Tracer, I can still
before
get this
teabagging.
res
I
off.
wouldn't even say after teabagging, I'd say before teabagging.
It's probably, my rank, I probably still would put teabagging at the top, and then I'd say the
Yeah.
resing, and then I'd say you are X player is the number 3rd BM.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Foos is just in. Foos is so far behind. Now he's getting back to his team now, but...
Yeah, Fuchs has done a really good job of just, like, playing very solo in these maps, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's not taking a lot of resources either, which is kind of the play. You want to put your resources into Neptune. Charbotron finally gets taken down, humbled by Jack.
Yup.
Needed to happen eventually.
Jack gets traded out, so, like... And so do the rest of the side of the Land Sharks.
Yeah, Charbotron's probably typing in chat, "We don't even need our Mercy to win the fight."
Yeah, we're just so much better.
We'll see. Wind is...
Neptune already built up to the barrage here. Wind
Yeah.
might actually get staggered out here. Oh my gosh, I'm very...
I like the barrage.
Cool. You like the barrage?
I like it.
I don't like the barrage. I don't like the barrage.
I think he was super close to killing Wind there too. I think if he turned a little bit faster and if he baited out the DM from Wind, I think he could have gotten 2 kills there. We'll see. Raz is in, Wraith's out. They're playing now to just shut down Odin. They don't really want to be playing as much for Neptune. I think they're playing to just kind of not peak Neptune, and then just put their resources onto Odin.
But they're still down Charbotron though, so basically lost fight.
Yeah, it's like you can't win without Charbotron.
Yup. I mean that is the case. That's
Wind
how
actually-
the games work, I think.
It's like yeah, it's not allowed. Primal from Odin trying to just get more time off the clock, and the who was I gonna say? Spinal and Wind able to collapse on a Charbotron there. They do get that rush out, so it's not for it's not terrible. Neptune onto this Mei now. I do not like the Mei.
I mean, well, they are effectively going like a semi-brawl now that Raz is over onto the Reaper, so
That's why I think the
just
Pharah
like
is
a
good.
counter swap. But if
So-
Wind's dealing with it, then I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe he's playing more for Peel, like maybe to peel his team.
Yeah, Valkyrie engage has been called for.
Huge
It was a
Valkyrie.
very nice fight.
I think that kill on Withering doesn't happen without the Valkyrie.
Yup, agreed. I mean, you can see the assisting even in the top right. Like,
See, the wall comes out in the eat, and just that Blossom's able to set up that fight win for the Land Sharks. The cart is still pretty far back.
Charbotron again. Hate to see it in this economy.
Yeah, I really don't like the Mei. Like the Lucio swap, I think makes it better. Maybe this is gonna be really good on 3rd point, but 1st point, you can't really catch anyone with the wall. You have people with Wraith, you have Fly, you have DM, you have TP. So
You're
4 of your
just
5 players you can't catch. I guess you can poke on it, but you can poke just way better on the Pharah. I don't know why the swap onto the Pharah. Bomb comes
Pulse
out.
lands onto Neptune. Bomb also utilized, but no real value from that. Now Foos is staging with his Pulse Bomb here. But it's going to be hard to catch that target when Jack is holding onto this Suzu.
A lot of times I've seen the Blizzard get used to counter this Juno ult. I'm sure that's what the Baboons are looking for.
They do get a clean fight
There's
here.
that
5
Juno
versus
ult.
5.
There's that Blizz immediately. The Blizz actually catches a lot of the Land Sharks. Catches 2. Witherin and Wind to get taken down. I'm sure that's exactly what Neptune was looking for with that Blizzard. And they really had to stop that cart rolling after just such a snowball 2nd point there.
And that's the thing that Maeve's good at. I think Maeve's good at, like, just stabilizing and buying time. Effectively, that's all they need to do here.
That's
if
fair.
they can get like a negative time bank, they'll have like an extra minute, and that's almost insurmountable, I'd say.
Yeah, they're starting really far up here too. If Odin survives here, that's a lot of charge towards this Charbotron beat. I know Strudel already has his ult, but where's Charbotron right now? Oh no. Okay, there you go. She got up there.
Made it up top.
A Wind goes onto the Zarya, just counter swapping Odin, but Odin now has this bomb, so I'm sure even if he gets walked on by the Zarya, he can always pop that bomb, either get a new mech or just reset the his ult so he can swap later. I wouldn't be surprised to see a rock paper scissors swap coming out from Odin, maybe going back to this Winston. Wall, huge wall onto Wind.
Yep, you can see the bubble
Bomb.
engaged, kind of got shut down. Bomb's gonna get forced out here in this fight.
I think Odin was.
Changes on either side, but Odin has fallen. Wind's got dropped to a low ground though. That's gonna be very dangerous. It's gonna be a long time for him to get this reset in. And Neptune and Strudel able to stabilize back up on this high ground. Foos really the only, or Spinal actually is really the only one who's able to contest it, but Foos just shuts that down so quickly.
What?
Raz trying to force one at this point, but there's really no pressure. It's not possible to. And unfortunately, she's gonna fall as well.
I don't know how Raz got that kill there. I don't recognize that symbol. But yeah, like the Zarya, I think is a lot worse into that meta, because now you can actually wall the Zarya. If you're on the D.Va, you can't really wall that. So I would have really liked to see Wind stay on that D.Va, just play to mirror Odin. Just no touch here. Landsharks on the verge of getting swept here by the Moon Baboons. We'll see. They really got to have an answer to this. I guess the Moon Baboons. They've been playing a lot of different looks here, so. Just no answer for the Charbotron Mercy.
I think this is still winnable, though. That's what I have to say before I go here. I
Well,
think that they
I think
took
there's
away the best theoretical map that
True.
the other team has.
No,
So I'm strong on my prediction.
I think there is one world where
Hold
the Moon Baboons get reverse swept here, and that's if Charbotron just DCs from the game. I think that's really the only one.
True. Wait, then will they need me for a ringer? I can't
Probably,
match
actually.
Charbotron's- I can't match Charbotron.
No, Sint's here. Wait. What is Sint SR
Sint's
right
here?
now?
There's no way, bro.
I forgot his Mercy's boosted. So he's like, oh, he hasn't played since Season 10, so I don't know. I haven't seen a ton of Sint play because he's been retired for a couple seasons, but if you were to like give a ranking to Sint, what would it be? Like what skill level do you think he's at? Support.
I only play competitive, and he only plays unrated, so I don't know. I'd say he's probably like gotta be. I don't even know what support he plays. I'd say is like Diamond.
He's Diamond,
2?
yeah, so he probably won't get approved for Charbotron.
Yeah, I'd say. I don't know.
Yo, Charbotron's Diamond 5? When did that happen? That's crazy.
Dude, Charbotron be climbing. Should be the goat.
Sheesh.
I got a Pokemon match, I think. Maybe.
Diamond 5.
Theoretically. So I'll head out whenever.
Bye. Who are you playing
Right
again?
now. Topaz.
Oh.
From Topaz and Numby.
Nice.
Anyways, bye forever.
See ya. Just hitting Master soon? I mean, at this rate, yeah. HV for Raz. So, I do really want to see Raz get some support playtime. I think it would work really well for the Landsharks if they put Raz on support, because I think that her hero pool is a little bit better than at least the heroes that Jack wants to play. I know he really does want to play that Mercy. We saw him play the Kiriko last game, but the problem is I think Witherin and Jack both really like playing flex support. So I know Raz has played a decent amount of Brig. I'm sure she'd be willing to play Lucio too for this team, but yeah, that's kind of the problem is they have like 3 flex support players, and then Jack plays Mercy. So the one thing about the Landsharks though is they are super flexible. They have like about maybe 8 different comps they can run, I think, because they have 3 DPS that are the same SR, and then I think Raz and Jack are the same SR in support. So they definitely have a lot of space to move people around. Moon Baboons on the verge of their first win of the season. That would leave the South Korea Kittens 2 as the only winless team this season. Right now, the Moon Baboons are 0-4. The Kittens are 0-5. So, Moon Baboons, I'm sure, looking for this first win. I do really like the comp that the the Land Sharks are running. I think everyone's just kind of on their most comfortable hero right now, outside of maybe the support line. But I know Wind really likes playing Malga. I know Spinal likes playing Genji. I know HV likes playing Torb. Like, on the other side, Odin actually showing that he's matching the Malga here. Like we mentioned before, I think Odin, from what I've seen, his Ramattra actually looks pretty good. I do really like Ramattra on Flashpoint. Playing that TP from Teddy M, I'm sure he's going to go Tracer right after that. Sanemi is here. Sanemi's back. So, Sojourn Tracer's a really good DPS line. Teddy M, I think, is also very good on DPS here. The problem is that Neptune now gets moved off DPS. Wizard actually gets taken down already. And the support line from the Baboons just get destroyed here from this Spinal Wind combo. That's kind of the issue with running this Tracer and the Malga, is they need to get these kills really quickly, and the rest of their team needs to stabilize. Neptune going onto this Juno here. I think they want to play a lot faster. I do really like this, especially if they're able to isolate any of the backline. Not a whole lot of mobility from either supports or HV on the Torb. So they definitely could look for something. The Kiri swap, I think, also is pretty good too. So I know they started on that Ana, but the Kiri, again, like, has that mobility. So they should be able to kite this Malga rush. They should be able to get a lot more pressure onto the backline. See, Odin looking for Wind. Wind actually slams in. Odin gets slept. No, Land Sharks, very clean fight there. We'll see, Jack. I don't think they, outside of that first kill, I want to say it was onto Witherin. I don't think the Baboons have gotten a second kill, and I think this first point, they are just going to have to let flip over. I think they could fight this if they wanted to. Going underneath, so they are going to get this touch. I think they do want to play for it, but it's definitely going to be tricky. I'm sure they're just looking to try to force out some ults here. I really want to see this hit onto HV. It's exactly what they do. They hit HV, force the overload. Get Senior Rush, comes out there. Neptune already has one, even after swapping late. Do get ults out. They get the core out on the other side. Oh, the cage from Wind comes out too. Super scrappy on the point here, but a trade of 2 ults for 1. Just able to get those ults out after that recontest, I think, is still pretty good there for the Baboons. So we'll see. I think that both teams are... I think the Baboons are going to get there a little bit earlier, it looks like, onto this point, having these ults to stabilize. They have this beat. Probably are going to look to counter that Blade from Spinal with the beat. The OC doesn't really have an answer, though. Nano Blade comes out actually early. Beat gets Ajax by Charbotron. So another fight where you trade 2 ults for 1, but you are losing that beat, which is just brutal. The rally is the only thing available for the Cage and the OC. So it's going to be tough to break through this, especially now that the Torb is set up. You get to, like, place your turret wherever you want to. I think he might be getting close to his second perk here, where you can get some really annoying turret spots. Now he's about halfway to his perk, it looks like. The Cage OC combo could be really big, especially with only the rally from Jack available. But they got to get the space here first. Cage comes out, catches 2. Forces the rally. Spinal already taken down along with Jack. Odin's super low, but I think it shouldn't matter as the kills are coming in. Somehow Odin survives there, gets so low. Just the heals from Neptune and Charbotron, just able to keep him topped up there. Also, I didn't realize this Jack using that Kitsune rush there. Actually, no, he was on Brig. Using the rally there. I did notice that. So despite how those last couple fights were going, it's still pretty close on the second point here. HV having this Molten Core. Neptune, again, another... I gotta spec some Neptune here. Again, another Nano here. Might look to Nano Teddy M here, actually. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to Nano Teddy M to see if he can get value on these dashes. Nano's Odin gets the slam onto Witherin. Only carry heals Odin is naded. Kills are just coming in favor of the Baboons. Another slam comes out, catches 2. And point 2 will be going in favor of the Baboons. I'll see this Cage Core combo coming up soon for the Land Sharks. Spinal onto the Sombra. I don't know if maybe he just wanted to try to get back to the last fight faster, or if he is going to stay the Sombra. Can get some value onto the Mauga, but I mean, past that, not a whole lot. Maybe if they're trying to do a hack setting up on Neptune and getting the crunch from Wind here, that's probably what I'd be looking for if I was them. But it's going to be really tough. I'm sure Neptune is going to be positioning very far away. It's going to be really hard to get any value onto him. Nade comes out early, but a counter nade actually finds Jack. Spinal onto the backline. Odin gets super low, somehow able to survive there. But drops from off high ground. It's an even fight right here, but Neptune running onto the backline. The nade to just clean it up here from Teddy M. Molten Core comes out, trying to keep Teddy M off the point, but Wind hat got that point flip. See if he'll be able to find anything here. Does get taken down here. Almost got a kill onto Sanami there, though. Charbotron now has this beat again. No real blade to counter it, so I'm sure it's either going to be looking for against this Cage, or just using it to stabilize against another one of the ults from one of the supports. I know Neptune's probably going to call exactly how he wants it. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to use a counter beat in one of these next, or aggro beat in one of these next fights. That Cage from Wind used early. The beat actually comes out too. Good beat, stabilizing his team. But the nano from Witherin onto Wind, just able to get his team to stabilize and just really save that fight there. I think using that beat from Charbotron kind of forced the nano out. You kind of had to use another ult there, because it definitely was not looking good for the Land Sharks once that beat is able to keep Charbotron's team up there. I really want to see them use this OC. Like, I would have really liked to see them use it on the defense. Now I'm assuming Sanami is going to try to, like, slide out, get some angles. But a really aggressive nano OC into the rush. Another ult. Ults everywhere. EMP cancels the Cage. Super messy fight. Teddy M onto the backline, super low though. We'll see if he gets a kill on HP. He does. The turret putting pressure onto Teddy. 24 HP, drops to the point here. No heals available, just the DPS. Jack on the other side is going to be looking for something here. The kill comes out. Teddy M. Huge blade. Let's go. Teddy M gets hacked and just run down by Wind. That's super unfortunate there for Teddy. But his team is able to get back to the fight here. Nade comes out onto Charbotron, who almost dies to Odin. It's somehow able to stay alive. Witherin gets straight out on the other side there, too. If Odin's able to survive here, that's just huge for his team. But they C9! No one went to the point there. And the Land Sharks take the third point here. That's just devastating there for the Baboons. That blade comes out. I don't know if that was a misclick or what. That blade definitely wasn't needed. Then Teddy M got a little bit too aggressive. Got caught out there, and then just no one touches that point after Wind just runs straight to the point and solo flips it. I don't know if you heard my cat or not. My cat jumped up right when that happened. Wind goes in, has this Cage. Probably just gonna pop it here. They might not even need it though. Yeah, they don't. See, Charbotron gets taken down here. Wind on this Mauga is able to get so much done here. And yeah, that point flips in favor of the Land Sharks. 4 ults here. These are all very good ults here for the Land Sharks. Really nothing here. The Nano OC combo, again, could be used. Turbotron's getting close to this beat here, but the ults, I would say, definitely are not close to the same value as some of the ults here for the Land Sharks. Wind, I think, is going to look for a really aggressive cage there. That's exactly what he does. Catches all 5, but gets taken down by that Nano OC, as I was talking about. 3 kills from Sanemi with that OC, looking for more. 4 kills. Huge OC there. Able to save the fight after forcing out 2 ults. And that's really what the Baboons need to just turn the tide of this point here. We're going to have to do that probably about 4 more fights they need to win to be able to take Flashpoint. Yeah, that probably is. I was going to say that too. I think there was one earlier. I want to say Neptune Farah had a really good play. Spinal EMP is what I'm probably looking for to open up this fight here. They might do what they did previously and save it to counter the cage. Early nade and Rush comes out. Jack gets traded out. That beat is huge there. Huge slam onto the backline. But Odin just gets taken down. EMP still available if they want to use it. I don't think they even need it. And Charvatron, I think, is just going to try her best to get back to the team and not quite able to make it there. Forcing both support ults out for the Land Sharks isn't terrible. That beat was just kind of another one where they got a lot of value with the beat, forced another ult out of the Land Sharks. I don't know if I'm a big fan of Jack on this Lucio here. I think there's going to be a really aggressive EMP here. Everyone on the Baboons are stacked right now. Only catches 2 somehow. So a trade. Odin able to get to the point there too. 2 of his teammates are dead. Charvatron and Sanemi. And now with Neptune dying too, I think this will be going to a map 4. Odin gets that cage off, but likely is just going to get taken down in the middle of it. Wait, Teddy! Teddy! Oh, steps in the core. Who's left? Oh, Sammy wasn't on the point there. I don't think it was going to matter, especially with that cage coming out for a win, but Teddy M almost clutched that. That's crazy.
This ends now. On a roll. Cleaning house.
I'm really curious if the Baboons are going to stay with this comp here. I know Teddy M has to play this next map, but he's just super awkward playing on the Baboons team. If Teddy M plays DPS, Neptune has to play support, or there is a very unorthodox comp they have. I don't want to spoil it because I don't know if they've actually played that unorthodox comp in any matches, but I could see it coming out here if they play the one I'm thinking of. And with the Land Sharks, I think everyone has gotten 2 maps already, so they could play anyone or any swap they want. Yes, let's go. This is the... No, this isn't the... This is the unorthodox comp I was talking about. Where Neptune, Teddy, M, DPS. I think this is a really good comp for them. Neptune DPS with Teddy is a really good DPS line. Sanemi is a DPS player, so he plays a lot of like pokey DPS. I think he can get a lot of value just doing damage. Odin, I want to say, plays Ana. This plays Odin plays like a lot, just kind of pocketing the tank, and then Strudel. I'd say maybe out of everyone, like in terms of SR, I think he might be the lowest SR, but I honestly think he's pretty good value. Like he is a former GM support, brings a lot of that game knowledge in on tank. I think they've been playing him a lot on Sigma. I want to say he's played Ramattra too, but yeah, Strudel just holds the front line. Odin just pockets him, and then the rest of his team just does damage. So I think this comp is really good for them. I think it has definite strengths. I think Midtown's a great map to take advantage of this comp on. This is the one OG. Here, I need to actually check something real quick. Can I move this? I want to make this a little smaller, too. Let me see. Let me see. I do like having the chat box on there, but I kind of want to make it smaller, and I don't know how to. Oh, it'd be this one. Would it? Can I make it like 300? Actually, wait. I can just make the. I can just. This is way too small. Width, I think, needs to be 600. There we go. Okay, this works. I think the problem is with the I can probably move this. Move these to the bottom, maybe? I think that might look a little better. We'll see with the UI. I didn't realize how cluttered everything looked on that corner there. Not corner, on that side there. And then let me do a... Where is it? Why can I never find what I'm looking for? Color block. Here we go. I'm gonna make it black.
Ready for battle.
And then... Let me just watch this POV here.
The city that never sleeps? That sounds like me.
Same echo. Filters, edits. If we do color correction. Opacity. Here we go. There we go. Probably even bring it down a little bit more. That looks good. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, that looks good. See, I kind of playing this exact combo I was talking about. Odin on the Baptiste, just able to just hard pocket Strudel, just get so much healing put in. Sanity on the Zen, able to just kind of play to do this damage onto their front line. Wind gets taken down, all his resources are forced. No shield means that Sanity might be able to get a ton of damage here on this off angle. Actually opts back to go back to his team, fell a little bit low. Strudel gets super low. The heals from Odin able to keep him alive there.
The barrier appears. Everyone feeling better?
We'll see. The Landshark's opting to rotate this long angle here. It's really hard to push through that, but this is kind of has the same problem as they can just do so much damage. Teddy M on that high or on that off angle, just able to do so much damage there. The Flux gets rocked out by Wind, but the kills are there. It's just such a good comp here for the Baboons. Has their very clear win conditions. They all know what it is. Wind goes to the Zarya, knowing he can build his charge really quickly, and probably just wants to run in. The problem is there is no Lucio. So even if he gets that full charge, it's going to be still super hard to close this distance. He can walk onto Strudel, though. Maybe that's the play, is just try to burn Strudel, force those resources front line. But with all these ults now, it's going to be tough to actually secure the kill. Teddy in with that OC, forces that window out. Wind gets taken down there. Duplicate from Neptune onto Ashe. Gets the Bob off, too, so... 3 ults are used for the Baboons. They get that window out, and they get to hold onto the point, so... Sanemi has this trance, and that's really the only ult the Baboons have, so it is looking really rough here. I'm especially looking for Jack's Captive Son, because even if that Trank is popped, that's still going to be able to do a lot of burst damage if he does get any of those detonations. HP already gets taken down. Trance used early to counter that The Bob. Yeah, that Bob's not able to do enough. The Trance just able to allow his team to play so aggressive. Nice tempo trance from Sandomi. Lets his team stabilize. And now Strudel close to this Flux again here. I know he got rocked out of it last one. Now there are no CCs to counter this Flux. And more swaps coming out means not only you reset that ult charge, you reset that perks. Oh, eaten by Strudel! That's a huge... Oh, it doesn't matter though. Neptune just in the backline now, looking for something. If Neptune gets taken down here, that's tragic here for the Moon Baboons. I think he will be able to get out with his life. Wind has this grab. Neptune wins the 1v1 against Spinal. OC again built from Tedium, gets grabbed, but the kill onto Wind. 19 seconds left. It's not looking good here for the Landsharks on Midtown. Wind goes to that Sigma late. Now goes to that Mauga. They should get a touch here. I believe Spinal's going to be the one that has to touch, but Witherin taking so much poke going there. HP slides in, but gets taken down. Wind has to touch here. I don't know if he can make it. Does make it barely, but gets deleted instantly. And it is looking rough here for the Landsharks. You see Jack Fade on a point, but a full hold there. And Landsharks might get their first win of the season.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Why must you be like this, cat? I really like scooting into my desk. Like being like right on my desk. And the problem is she always wants to go from on top of my desk to my lap, which means I need space in between myself and my desk. So what she does is she gets right in front of me, and then she just sits like, it's basically like not sitting on my lap, it's like sitting on my chest. She's like wedged right now in between my chest and my desk. There's like a tiny little bit of space there, and she's just kind of hanging. And it's really rough too, because every time her feet, she's trying to like hold onto my legs, and every time she slips, she just claws into me, and I'm like, this is just a war crime. Like, it's like if I wasn't casting, she would not care. She would just go to sleep. But I think maybe I'm keeping her awake so she can't take a nap. She's just all over me. So we see the Mei coming out here. I think is actually really nice here. Spinal has a Mei on the other side too. So honestly, I do really like it. Mirror coming out for both teams. It's gonna come down to who gets the better Mei wall, I think here. Huge Mei wall catches onto Wind here. The rock comes out. Mei wall on the other side comes out from Spinal. Catches Strudel. I think Strudel uses that eat somehow, able to survive here. Lamp is used from Odin. I think maybe he was trying to throw it a little bit further, just got caught on the wall there. Another wall catches onto Wind. I really want to see the Baboons rotate wide. It's a little bit easier to catch those walls on those really long sight lines. It's kind of hard when you're around these corners and you have to swing out. Neptune is just staying at this corner here. So there's a trade here. All trades favor the attacking team because their spawns are so close. Jack gets taken down, but Tedium traded on the other side. Tedium should be get back fast, but more trades coming out. Witherin means no supports for either side here, actually. It's the Mei and the Sigma. Nope, did not mean to do that. I think Strudel will get taken down here. Wind already has this Flux. Like I said earlier, though, I really do want to watch them rotate wide. Wall comes out from Neptune. Doesn't look like it's going to catch anything. Wind's so low, though. The Flux comes out. Catches Tedium. Trance keeps him up, though. And then now they've been able to cross that choke there. And this high ground taken by Tedium is huge. Catches Jack. Gets so low. Forces that Trance, which means the Flux and the Blizzard are free here. I think Neptune is looking for that exactly. Is going to get it from his heels here. Flux onto the backline. Is going to catch Wind at least. The Flux used for good measure. Onto Wind. And it looks like these last kills here will go in favor of the Baboons. Just for good measure. Teddy M uses that OC, kills Spinal after that Blizz is cast, but with no one to touch the point here, the Baboons will cap first point, and they will win their first map of the series. It's season, sorry. Baboons have scaled, winning their first map over the Landsharks. And if I'm the Coatis or the Swagasaurus, I'm really looking at this game, because right now I think there's going to be a cluster towards the bottom of around that 8 seed. I think right now the Coatis are 8, so the Swagasaurus are 6, and Pandas are 7. So those 3 teams definitely were rooting for the Landsharks to lose this map here, make up some ground. That is huge for you, Sonicronic. Match MVP. Dude, I don't know. I think I'd pick the lame answer and I'd give it to Neptune. I think Strudel played really well. I do just because this is their first win of the season, I'd give it to Neptune. But yeah, I think that just about does it. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know if the next map has been scheduled yet, but I'm sure we'll get that casted. See you next time.